you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
You're all set with your Medicare prescriptions, Mrs. Brown.
This is not just low-cost copays at Walgreens.
I can actually help you set up 90-day refills if you want.
This is having a partner you can trust. Get low-cost copays, 90-day refills, and delivery from your neighborhood Walgreens. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
Restrictions apply. For details, see walgreens.com/pharmacy.
Save on stuff you really need and stuff you bought for fun. Stuff you've always really wanted this holiday at Amazon. Stuff that is discounted if you're naughty or you're nice. Stuff to buy your grandma who drinks her Chardonnay with ice. Stuff to make you big and strong. Stuff we can name in this song. Stuff for lawns and decking halls. Save big on stuff at Amazon. Stuff.
The best place to be for every Sooner home game is CBS pregame at Pepe Negato's on Campus Corner in Norman. 2 hours before every home kickoff. Get the latest news, the hottest storylines, and predictions with me, James Hale, and Jay Swick. Come and grab a cold drink and the food you need before kickoff. Then after the game, join us immediately for CBS postgame. Jay Swick and the great Thomas Lott will join us at Pepe's for a reaction to the game, along with your phone calls and comments while you're eating and enjoying the great authentic Mexican food at Pepe's, located at 786 Asp Avenue in Norman. They'll have a great game day.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Welcome to the Friday night high school football game broadcast here in Oklahoma City, right here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1 and streaming live on PPBC TV. Thank you so much for tuning in on this very warm November night. We're broadcasting live from the historic Moses F. Miller Stadium right off MLK Avenue. We've got a special treat for you tonight. We've got the Douglas Trojans taking on the Dickson Comets tonight on this November evening here at Moses F. Miller. I'm your play-by-play announcer, Jay Swick. To my right is my color commentary man of the year and dear friend, Mr. Dylan Tribble.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
We've got Langston on the production board. We've got my man D Wright back at the station. We got Taz on the camera. We're ready for some football here tonight. Week 10 of the high school football season. And we've already introduced the captains. We've had the coin toss. And the Douglas Trojans are going to kick the football to the Dickson Comets. And the Comets are going to start out with the ball on offense to begin this game. Douglas will get it at the beginning of the third quarter. And I've always kind of been on the Coach Turner side where I like to defer to the second half. I like to make a big stop at the beginning and then come out on offense, and then all of a sudden, you've got a little bit of an edge here. Wasn't a great kick to start the game. I think it was a squib kick down the middle, but it hit one of the blockers on the front line of the kick return team for the Dickson Comets. And so that's going to give them great field position to start out this game right at the 50. First down and 10. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this broadcast. Our title sponsors tonight are SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. We appreciate you tuning in to PPBC TV and CBS Sports Radio. Dickson Comets with the ball. They're going to toss to their running back on the right side, and he's got 10 yards plus some. A nice 13, 14-yard gain. Got all the way to the 43-yard line. New set of downs for the Dickson Comets here, Dylan.
Yeah, just a simple toss sweep to the right side of the field. The running back for the Comets is number 7, Ethan Byers, and he gets a first down on the first play of scrimmage for the Comets. So it is 1st and 10 once again for Dickson. We'll see if Douglas can come up with the big play on defense.
And the quarterback for the Dickson Comets is number 12, Colby Paulson. And he's in the pistol formation. Almost drew him off sides there, but I think they got back in time. Right back to the running back for a solid 8 or 9-yard gain. I think he's short of the first down marker. But Dickson, so far early in this game, running the football very well on their first 2 plays to begin this game.
Yeah, and that's a big running back. That is not a small guy. He runs hard. He's been running very aggressively these first 2 plays. Trucks to a couple players to make it 2nd and short.
You've got number 90, the freshman, Tristan Logan, starting a defensive tackle tonight. He's going to be relied upon heavily, and he's going to have to grow up a little bit tonight, playing that nose tackle position, and as well as they like to run the football. But Dickson's going to throw it here and get sacked. And what pursuit, what pressure by the Douglas defensive line. Number 51, Deshaun Thomas, the junior defensive player, the junior Trojan, makes the play, and in on the tackle is number 90, Tristan Logan, so he must have heard.
Yeah, that was a great play by number 51, Deshaun Thomas. He shoots the gap, comes up with a huge sack to make it 3rd and long.
So it's 3rd and 10, and they've been successful running the football so far. Do you run the ball here on 3rd and 10, or do you go for a pass again?
Well, it's kind of tricky at this yard. I mean, because it's 3rd and 10 to go. You could run it, but there's a new running back in the game for Dickson.
All right, Paulson in the pistol formation, gets the snap. The play's going to be called dead. There could be a timeout, or there's some laundry on the field. Yes, there is some laundry on the field. It is a false start for the Dickson Comets, so that's going to back them up and make it 3rd and 15. Very early in this game, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes left in the first quarter, so we've got a whole night of football. But already a little bit of drama here early on.
No doubt about it.
And this is a big, big play for the Dickson Comets, and if Douglas can make the stop. Toss to the left, and he's got some room. He's got the first down and some more.
There
it was
is a
3rd
flag.
and 15, and he got about 20, and it's way back in the backfield. There may be a holding call.
Yeah, it's going to be a holding call.
It is, so that is coming back, and what a break for the Douglas defense. But obviously it's harder to stop, a sweep play when you're getting held and you're trying to keep contained. So I think that was the main reason they were so successful on that specific play, but getting the chunk yards.
It was. I saw it from up here on that far side of the field. It was the offensive tackle for Dickson who was holding that D in and keeping him from the contain assignment that he normally has.
Well, if I'm the Douglas defense here, I'm going to make them throw it. I would stack the box with 8 or 9 guys and say, if you're going to beat me through the air. Because so far they have shown that the strength of this Dickson Comet football team is on the ground, running the football. So you got to stop the run here.
And
got to
the
be the
one
focus.
pass attempt that they had was a sack.
All right, so 3rd and 25 here? I mean, we'll see what happens. Pistol formation, 1 man in motion. Dickson waiting on the snap, and I think it's going to be a false start on Dickson here to back him up even further.
And that was on the running back.
He got started early.
Yeah, number 5 for Dickson, Jalen Clark.
So now it's going to be 3rd down and 30 here.
Wow.
And Douglas is just going to have to be diligent and not let anybody behind them. Keep everything in front of you.
Exactly. Just sit back and prevent defense. Keep everything in front of you. Make a tackle. Get your defense off the field.
And so they're getting to the line of scrimmage. The Douglas Trojan defense is communicating with each other. Ball is snapped, hands off to the running back right up the middle. He's got 10, and he gets back to it's got a good 15 yards on the run right up the middle, but it is going to bring up a 4th down and long situation. And I'm assuming Dickson will punt the football here.
You assume, but you never know. We've seen a lot of fake punts in these past couple weeks.
Without question. Without question. And creativity and is something you see quite often on the high school level. Here is the snap. The punt is right straight up in the air. It doesn't go very far. Coach Turner's saying, get away from the ball. Don't touch the ball. Don't touch the ball. And so it's going to end up being down at the 30. So the Trojans going to get the football to start this game. 0-0, 8:42 left in the first. And the Trojans are going to get a 1st down and 10 opportunity, their first possession on offense tonight at their own 30-yard line. So they've got 70 yards to go to get a score here, Dylan.
Really good defensive stand by Douglas. They got some gifts with those penalties. The punt went about 15 yards. It didn't even get back to the line to gain for Dickson to get a 1st down. Good field position for the Trojans. We'll see what they can cook up on this first offensive possession.
And quarterback number 17, Rylan Mitchell, sophomore, has been the quarterback for this Douglas Trojan team this year. And they've had a long, tough season, but, boy, they give it everything they got. And I love I know that the record isn't what you want it to be, right? But I just think Coach Turner has really, brought some discipline and brought some football IQ to this football team. They've got a lot of young players. There's a lot of things kind of working against them right now. But this is an opportunity. This is a very winnable game tonight for the Douglas Trojans, and I'm expecting them to leave it all out on the field. It's senior night.
Yeah, exactly.
For the seniors on this team, this is the last time they're going to play football tonight, in their life. If you think about it from that standpoint, they're going to put it out all on the field.
Yeah, and the underclassmen know that, and they're going to give everything they can to get these seniors out on a high note with a win at home on senior night. I think we had a timeout call before the first play for the Douglas offense. That's going to be the case.
Okay, so that's what happened. Okay,
yeah, there was a timeout called right before the snap.
All right, very good. Again, our title sponsors for this broadcast, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Guiding Right Incorporated, and Super Prep. And we appreciate them sponsoring our football broadcast all season long. Couldn't be out here without our sponsors. Here's Mitchell throwing an out route to number 2, incomplete. And number 2, I don't have him on my roster here, but it was well defended by the Dickson Comets. They read it and were able to react and pursue and get in the way. So it's going to be a 2nd down. And I'm guessing was there a penalty on the play before? Did I miss that?
Yeah, there had to be a penalty.
Oh, it was a false start. Okay, there was a false start, so it's going to be 2nd down and 15 here. Actually, 1st and 15, so they called the play dead.
Yeah,
right.
They sure did.
All right,
I think that's why the receiver didn't catch the football.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Okay, 1st and 15 here. And so technically on paper, this is going to go down as the first play of the game.
Exactly.
Rylan Mitchell. Overlooking the defense in the shotgun formation, has 4 receivers, split 2 on each side, 1 running back. Waiting on the snap, and there it looks like some encroachment. Could be another false start, but the defenders, there were more than 1.
Yeah, I think that's going to be on the defense.
And Rylan is really good with his cadence, and so they got the 5 yards back.
What a gift. 5 yards right back to make it 1st down and 10. Just like those last 2 plays didn't even happen.
Here we go. So now, for a 3rd time, this is going to be the first play on the game for the Douglas Trojans. And this is an important game. I know, just talking with the team, talking with the coaching staff, they're in it tonight, and they're focused, dialed in, and ready to compete. Ball is snapped, hands off to the running back. Got tripped up. Solid 5-yard gain there on, and so, this is
that was number 4, and he is unfortunately not on the roster.
Yeah, we don't have
either.
the single-digit numbers on our roster here tonight, which is unfortunate, but we're going to call him out by number tonight. But that was a really good run by that running back, and if he doesn't get tripped up, he's probably getting a nice chunk of about 15 or more. So it's 2nd down and 5 here. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, 1 to the short, 1 running back next to Mitchell. He hands off to the running back, bursts up the field, and gets tackled after about a 2-yard gain, and had trouble getting through that first line of defenders for the Dickson Comets there.
Yeah, the defensive line, they read that play really well, and they stuffed the gap. That was through the C gap, and about a 1-yard gain on the play to make it 3rd and about 4 to go for Douglas.
Yeah, 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. This has kind of been a back-and-forth game to begin it. Dickson obviously had the ball to start the game and had to punt the football to Douglas, and that's kind of where we're at this point in the game. So Douglas will get it at half, and they've got the ball right now trying to get a first down and move these chains. Ball is snapped, fakes handoff. Mitchell's going to run to his right, trying to get the first down. And he is short, I think, 1 yard, maybe 2. It's going to be really close. Some Douglas Trojan players are indicating he did get the first down, but I haven't seen any kind of they're going to be marked short. In fact, I feel like that was a bad spot. Really looking at it from our angle, it's going to be 4th and 3. And that's difficult for us to see. It's on the other side of the field. So we can't really see the marker, the sideline marker on the opposite side of the field. So
Swig, Douglas is going to go for it on this.
Well, I think that's the right thing to do. I mean, why not? Be as aggressive as you possibly can here tonight. Mitchell's going to hand off to the running back, and he's going to be short. He's going to be short. He was not able to get the 3 yards. It's actually going to go down as a loss, and great penetration by the Dickson Comet defensive line there on that play. And that's going to be a turnover on down. So Dickson's going to get the ball back, and they're in pretty good territory. There's the risk reward.
Exactly.
The reward is you get a new fresh set of downs and move the chains and keep possession of the ball. But the risk is if you don't get it, you got to give the ball back to the other team, and that's what happens. So Dickson's going to get a fresh new set of downs. And they've shown that they can run the football, but they've only tried to throw it twice and I think got sacked both times. Toss to the running back to the right and stood up and finally brought down after about a 3-yard gain, 4-yard gain maybe. Yeah. It's going to be close, but that Douglas defender really kind of stifled him, got his arms wrapped around him, and he broke through that. But by then the other Trojan players were able to bring him down.
And that's what you love, is when the first guy gets there, if he doesn't make the tackle, it gives time for the teammates to come in and clean the play up, and that's what they did to make it 2nd and 8.
All right, so pistol formation, heavy on the right side of the field. Ball is snapped, hands off to the running back, off tackle. He's now bouncing it outside, and he gets brought down right around the 30-yard line. Still short of the first down marker. I think he's going to be about, 3rd and 4 maybe?
Yeah, 3rd and 4, maybe 3rd and 5. They give it to the running back on the right side of the field once again. Maybe 2 or 3 yard gain on the play. Not much there, so it'll be interesting to see if they try to run once again or throw the football.
Well, if Douglas can just rise to the occasion on this play, they'll have a really good shot at getting the ball back. Now it says 6th down and 7. I'm not sure that's a scoreboard misjudgment. They're going to hand off to the right and brought down. Was that a face mask?
Yeah.
I believe it was.
It was a very obvious face mask on the play. The running back, Jalen Clark, number 5 for Dickson, you saw his head twist back, so it's going to be a face mask, and it's going to be a fresh set of downs for the Comets.
Yeah, that's one thing you can't do is commit penalties. It'll bite you every single time unless they miss it, which does happen occasionally. But
sure does.
That was pretty obvious right there on the play. And that's going to be a new first down and 10 for the Dickson Comets. They're now at the 14-yard line. And got the play clock started. The game clock has started, just under 5.5 left. Pistol formation, ball is snapped, hands off to the running back right up the middle, has some room to run. Close to a first down. I don't think he got past the marker.
No, it's going to be about an 8-yard gain on the play.
But they're driving, Dylan. They're driving.
They're driving. They're moving the football really well. They're running well in between the tackles. That's the 3rd running back, and he's going to be subbed out. Jalen Clark he's going to come right back in, number 5, the guy that the face mask was on, about 2nd and 4 yards to go for Dickson.
Yeah, I mean, this is a form of the pistol formation. They got one out back to the right and one running back, and kind of a bad snap or a loose ball. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's a big dog pile, and they're saying it's Douglas Trojan football. Somewhere in that mass of people on the field, a loose ball was available, and it was scooped up by the Douglas Trojan defense, and they make a big-time stop down there in the red zone as Dickson's moving the ball at will. What a great defensive stop by the Trojan defense. They're going to be happy about that.
No doubt. If you can win the turnover battle in most games, you're going to come out victorious. That's exactly what they do. Looked like there was some miscommunication between the running back and the quarterback. Douglas gets the football, 1st and 10 Trojans.
All right, Rylan Mitchell overlooking the defense. He's the leader of this team right now. Hands off to the running back, and he gets pushed out of bounds. Never really got pulled down. That may be a loss. It was well covered by the Comet defense, and there just wasn't much room to run.
No, maybe I think he got like
Is number 4 Justin Davis Jr.? No, okay. I've just seen Justin Davis at times this year, and talented player.
Yeah, number 4, he stayed on his feet, just didn't really get much. 2nd and 9 to go for the Douglas offense. Ryland's getting ready for the snap. Looks like he's going to pass it and doesn't really have anywhere to throw down the field. It's going to be a sack. Dickson comes up with the sack in the backfield. Mitchell kind of didn't have any receivers open down the field. He's running for his life, trying to get the ball down the field. Heavy pressure, a sack, and a major loss for that Douglas offense.
Yeah, number 4 is Lee Rogers.
And,
yeah, that's unfortunate that they're kind of going the wrong way right now. You've got to take advantage whenever your defense does get a turnover. You got to take advantage of that. You got to capitalize on that situation. And right now they're struggling to get positive yards. And ball is snapped, 3rd down. Mitchell throws deep. Kind of a one-on-one situation. Almost caught it. Number 2 right off the fingertips. I thought it was a good throw. I mean, that's as good a throw as you can make right there in that situation, one-on-one coverage, and just barely off the fingertips. So that's going to bring up a 4th down situation. Douglas is going to bring out the punt team and punt the football back to the Dickson Comets, and that's, deep in your own territory at this in a game this early. I mean, this is the right move to do. You just got to make sure your punt team can really get upfield. And bad snap, and it's going to go out of bounds, and unfortunately, that's going to end up being a safety for the Trojans.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. That's it. Those type of mistakes make it really, really difficult. So that's going to be 2 points for Dickson, and they're going to get the football back. I know Coach Turner down there is disappointed in the execution on that specific play.
I was just getting ready to say before the snap happened that you got to make sure when you're punting out of your own end zone that your punt team holds their blocks, gives that punter time. But the snap was bad. He didn't even need time to punt the football. It's going to be a safety. So Dickson's up 2-0, and Douglas is out there to punt the football.
Yeah, you can overcome a 2-0 deficit.
Oh, no doubt about it.
And if Douglas defense, they're going to be asked to create another turnover here or get a stop and force Dickson to either punt the football or give up the football. That's the goal here on this new possession here defensively for the Douglas Trojans. 2:53 left in the first quarter. It's going by fast. So the kicking team is waiting on the signal, and there's the kick, kind of a deep onside, and going to bounce around, go. Is it going to go out of bounds? It is. Okay.
Yeah, it sure did.
All right. Want to thank our sponsors. We've got other sponsors outside of SSM Health, Guiding Right, and Super Prep. Got to give a big shout out to First Security Bank, Pollard Funeral Home, Geronimo's Bakery, Love's Student of the Month, Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue, State Farm agent Chuck Davis, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company. So, first down at 10 at the 41-yard line, the Dickson Comets have shown that they can move the ball pretty well. They've had some really big plays and some momentum early on, but they've had trouble committing penalties and fumbling the football.
Yeah, the story for the Dickson offense has kind of been self-inflicting wounds.
All right, they're going to hand off to, they faked the handoff, and the quarterback draw up the middle didn't work. The Douglas defensive line read it and attacked and made a good stop right there at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was the defensive end for Douglas. He was the one that came up with the tackle. Unfortunately, we don't have his name on our roster, but he's a good-sized DN. I think he's got a chance to take his talents to the next level, and I'm pretty sure he's a senior. So this is a big night for him. He's going to do everything he can for his team to come out with the W.
Second down and 10 for the Dickson Comets in the pistol formation. One out back to the right of the quarterback, one running back behind him. He's going to hand off to the running back up the middle, and he got hit right in the chest by that middle linebacker for the Douglas Trojans, number 24, Corin Smith with the stick, and he's had the hit of the night. I mean, that's how you feel the gap right there.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Corin Smith made his presence felt on that last hit right in the middle of the field. That's what you want out of a middle linebacker.
And so that's going to bring up a third down situation, 3rd and 6 for the Dickson Comets. And this is a big play for them if they want to continue on with the series. There's always a 4th down option there, too. Ball is snapped, tosses to the right, has some room to run outside. Now he cuts inside, has the first down and some more, and he's going to be brought down right around the 42-yard line. It's going to be a new set of downs, well-executed run by the Dickson Comets.
Yeah, no doubt. It looked like he was stopped because the DN kept contained. Didn't look like there was anywhere to go, but then he makes a nice cutback, finds a lane to move the chains once again, 1st and 10 Dickson.
He's got better vision than me because I thought there was a lot of room on the outside, but he turns out he made the right decision by the cutback.
No doubt.
So same formation, pistol, twin receivers to the left. Waiting on the snap. There it is. Hands off to 5 up the middle for a solid 6-yard carry. Real quick hit play. And we're under a minute left in this first quarter before we'll have to flip sides here. And it's going to be 2nd down, and I'm guessing about 4 here on this.
Yeah, 2nd and 4, 2nd and 5, possibly.
Yeah, okay. They're saying 2nd and 6. We'll go with it. 30 seconds left in this first quarter. No score. Well, actually, there is a score there.
We had a safety.
We had a safety. You're right. 2-0. Dickson trying to add to their lead. Hands off to the running back. Really close to that first down marker. Did he get past it?
The ref is going to call it about an inch short. It's going to be really, really close. They might even bring the chains out to measure this one.
I don't think there's going to be enough time to run one more play, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. 2-0 start. The Dickson Comets have a 2-0 lead on top of the Douglas Trojans right now going into the second quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout right here, and we will be back with the second quarter of this Friday Night Football broadcast here tonight. Dickson Comets and Douglas Trojans. Dickson's up 2-0 going into the second quarter. Want to thank our sponsors, SSM Health and Super Prep, as well as Guiding Right Incorporated here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1, and streaming live on PPBC TV. We'll be right back.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
And we're back. Friday night high school football here live from Moses F. Miller Stadium at the start of the second quarter. 11:56 left in the second quarter. The Dickson Comets have a 2-0 lead. They got a safety early on in this game in the first quarter, and it's a second down situation, actually a fourth down situation. Strong stop there on defense by the Douglas Trojans to bring up this fourth down. And it's not by much, it's inches. So we'll see who converts and who wins this battle. Big play here, 4th and inches for the Dickson Comets offense. Waiting on the snap, hands off to the running back. He's got the first down and a little bit more before he's brought down really close to the 25-yard line. He's a little past the 25-yard line, but that'll bring up a new set of downs for the Dickson Comets, who are trying to add on their lead, and that was a big – it was really a bad snap by the Douglas Trojan punting team.
Yeah.
And went out to the back of the end zone, and that's how Dickson got the 2 points.
No doubt. That interior of that Dickson offensive line, they are dominating so far. That's the most yardage on that rushing attempt was right up the gut.
And so Douglas is going to bring an extra guy closer to the line of scrimmage here. Full Wildcat formation. Direct snap to the running back. He's still on his feet and brought down. Let's see, 6 yards right up the middle. I thought he got a little bit more yardage than that, but he was tripped up and fell.
Yeah, it seems like they really like the matchups on the interior of that O-line. The center and the guards having a really good night so far. The running back, got to give him credit, number 5, Jalen Clark. He's only a junior for this Comets offense.
All right, so it's going to bring up a second down and 2 or 3 yard situation, ideal situation here for the for the Dickson Comets. Double tight. I think that's a false start there.
Yep, that's a jump. That was the tight end for Dickson that jumped before the snap.
So that's going to back him up 5 yards, and that's certainly going to help out the Douglas defense. Specifically the defensive line there, and gives them a little bit more room to
no doubt about it
defend there. And we'll see how Dickson answers. They've been running the football relatively well tonight, and that's been the core of their offense is just their running game. And Douglas is trying to make the right adjustments to limit those, and we'll see what they do here. Second down and 8. Ball is snapped. Running back to the far right, and he's brought down after a short gain. Might be right back to the line of scrimmage. That's how you keep contained.
No doubt about it. Really great play on the outside by that Trojan defense. That was a huge stop to make it 3rd and about 8 for this Comet offense. That's what you want if you're the D coordinator for Douglas.
Yeah, they're picking up on their tendencies. And when and it's not really creativity. I mean, it's just line up and I'm going to run right and you're going to stop me. You know?
Exactly.
So Douglas has picked up on that, and they're attacking this offense accordingly, and they're moving some guys around. They're going to throw the ball here over the middle. Did he catch it? Not sure if it was a catch or not.
I think the referee is going to signal a catch.
Yeah, it was a catch. It's short of the first down.
Yeah, about a, 2-yard reception on the play. It didn't really get much. There were a couple of Trojans right around him.
Well, the receiver looked to be falling down as it was happening.
Yeah, I think the ball was thrown a little bit behind him, so he kind of had to stop, and he slipped on the play. And it's going to be 4th and 6, and Dickson's going for it.
Yeah, this is going to be big. This is a big-time play right here. Pistol formation. Douglas has 8 in the box. They're attacking. Reverse. Flea flicker. Throwing deep. Has a man open. Caught it for the touchdown. Reverse flea flicker.
Wow.
On 4th down. And Douglas attacked the right side really well. But they were not expecting the reverse or the reverse pass, and the wide receiver was out there by himself.
Yeah, he was wide open in the corner of the end zone, and the wide receiver with the touchdown catch, that was number 10, Kobe Hillis, the junior, with his first touchdown tonight.
So
what a crazy play.
That wasn't, and if that's what it takes to beat you, then so be it.
Right.
Extra point is no good, so it keeps this a one-possession game for the Douglas Trojans, which is good. Under 9 minutes left in this second quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, come back and see how the Trojans respond on offense. You're listening to the Friday Night Football broadcast here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1, and streaming live on PPBC TV. And we'll be right back after this message is sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Welcome back to Friday Night High School Football. Live from Moses F. Miller Stadium, the Dickson Comets have scored but missed their extra point. So the score's 8-0. They got 2 points earlier in the game due to a safety. Deep onside, caught at the 30 and brought out close to the 40-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds for the Douglas Trojans. Going to get a new fresh set of downs here, still in their own territory. And we'll see where they mark the football at. But, 8-0 start. Dickson Comets with the lead. And this is Douglas's opportunity to put some points on the board. It's due to the missed extra point, it's a one-possession game.
Yep.
So you got to score a touchdown, and you got to get the two-point conversion. And if that happens, we've got a tie ball game here at Moses F. Miller. So Douglas's offense is out on the field. This is unique. Is that 4 receivers to the far right side of the field here?
It sure is.
And 1 to the left. Rylan Mitchell, the quarterback, gets the snap. Quick throw, bubble screen, and off the hands of the defender into the hands of the receiver.
That was a tip ball.
That'll make your heart stop.
The defender read the play. He just couldn't come up with a catch. The tip ball goes right into the hands of the receiver for Douglas, number 2. But the defenders for Dickson, they were right there to make the tackle, so it's actually going to be a loss of 2 on the play for Douglas.
They had the right idea. Obviously, the Dickson Comets read it well, but boy, that was a heart-stopping play right there, almost an interception. Douglas is going to be second down and 12 yards to go. Ball to snap. Mitchell throws, complete and really close to the original line of scrimmage before he's brought down. Just a really quick out route, pass and catch. So it's going to be about third down and 10 for the Trojans, and they've really done their best to throw the football tonight so far. But Dickson has been able to read it and react very quickly, and it's making it difficult for Douglas to get these positive yards. They've been attacking the outside edge of the field, but they really need to go north and south.
Yeah,
here.
They need to try to get the ball deeper down the field. The quick out routes are being read by Dickson really well.
And they got Dickson to jump off side, so that's a free 5 yards there. And 3rd and 5 is much easier than 3rd and 10.
No doubt about it. That was the defensive end that jumped off sides for Dickson.
Oh, no. They're going to say
a Trojan that jumped off first?
Yeah,
Wow.
The Trojans' offensive line, one of them, moved first, so it's going to be a false start, which works against what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15.
If I'm the offense coordinator for Douglas, I really like my size matchup with number 6, Gary Smith. They have a smaller corner on him. I'm just throwing him a fade route down the field and letting him go up and get it.
We'll see if they go that route here. They're going to bring out their heavy arsenal of wide receivers, especially the wide side of the field. Ball is snapped. Lots to throw, but not enough blockers, and Dickson's defensive line just penetrated and made the sack in the backfield. That's one of the negative things when you have so many receivers out there, you don't have enough protection.
Yeah, you don't have a running back to pick up the blitz, and that's exactly what Dickson saw. They had a linebacker blitz. He blew up the play, and it's unfortunate because the guy I mentioned, Gary Smith, he was wide open on a deep in route.
Just not enough time to throw it. That's unfortunate. Well, hopefully for the Douglas Trojans' sake, they'll be able to pick that up on the back end and, make up for that on the defensive side of the football here. They've got to punt the ball back to Dickson. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter, and we've got, a delay of game or some sort of flag on the defense.
Yeah, it's going to be on Dickson. I think it's going to be maybe encroachment because they're only giving them 5 yards. Still going to be 4th and long. The punt team remains on the field. Hold on. Here comes the quarterback.
Yeah, Rylan Mitchell. Now they're waving him back. Say, hey, come back here. I was hoping he'd get on the field and they run a fake somehow. All right.
That's what I was thinking.
Here, and the punter doesn't have any room to punt. He's got to run. He's got a little bit of room, too. Got back to the original line of scrimmage before he's pushed out of bounds, but that's still 10 yards short of where they need to be to keep the ball on offense. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the Douglas Trojan offense. So that's going to put Dickson in great field position.
Yeah.
On this possession, I think they're going to be right there at their own 35, 36-yard line, 1st and 10, Dickson. God, for a second there, I thought there was a little bit of room for him to run.
I'm with you. I really like the idea. If it wasn't 4th and 20, if it was like a 4th and 10, he would have got the first down.
He got the first down. That's right.
That's a tough situation. Now the Comet offense is back on the field with the big body running back.
And this Douglas defense needs to stay strong. Keep attacking. They're going to hand the football off right up the middle. Got stripped up, made it through that first line of defense, and got about 6 more yards. And it's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Dickson Comets. A hard-fought 8-yard run there offensively. And I just expect them to just do nothing but run the football because, if anything, it's milking this clock, and there's not going to be very much time for the Douglas Trojans to respond on offense, at least before half.
And not only just running the clock, all their success on offense has been running the football.
And they're going to do it again right up the middle, and he gets through that first line of defense. Really good blocking and poor tackling right there by the defensive tackle, unfortunately. They're on the field too much.
Yeah, that's right.
Offense, there's give and take. You got to be able to move the chains a little bit on offense and give your defense a breather. They've been on the field a lot so far
really
tonight.
Have. They've been playing pretty tough so far, just having trouble tackling those big body running backs. You got to hit those guys low. They can run through those arm tackles.
All right, so pistol formation, double tight, ball is snapped, pitches to the left, has some room to run. That defensive end is chasing him, gets down to the 5 in for a touchdown.
There is a flag, though, Swig. This referee
is signaling that it is not going to be a touchdown. It's going to be on the Dickson Comets.
I'm not sure because he threw the flag on about the 6-yard line.
Holding on offense, that's coming back.
That's huge for that Douglas defense.
That's big time. Big time. Absolutely. So this brings new life. This is
really
like
a
new opportunity and a new mindset here if you can just convert and or stop them from converting. Let me say it like that. And Douglas would love to get this football back and be able to put some kind of points on the board here before halftime. And I think that would definitely boost morale in the locker room and give them some hope going into the second half. But right now they're doing their best to stay strong right here, and that's what Coach Turner's about. Is he's just trying to breed toughness and focus and discipline right now. And so you've got a pistol formation, 2 receivers, 1 on each side. 1 man in motion, ball is snapped. It's jet sweep, ball on the ground, Who's got it? Who's got it? I don't know who has it. We'll see. I think the Dickson Comets keep possession here.
I think they do, Swick, because the offense is staying on the field for Dickson.
And I was going to say, I mean, you look at the reaction from the defense. They weren't celebrating. If they get that ball, they're going to be celebrating. So
yeah, they'd be pretty hype.
Yeah, no doubt. So, all right, 4 minutes, 10 seconds left in the second quarter before halftime. Make sure you stay tuned for our halftime show sponsored by Love's Student of the Month. Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores want to celebrate and recognize students who exemplify outstanding characteristics in the classroom and the community. Each month, a student will be selected as Student of the Month, and they'll qualify to win a $10,000 cash scholarship. Apply your child or student today at kvsp.com. Rules and regulations apply. What happened on that play right there,
They
Dylan?
passed the football to the same guy who caught the touchdown on that trick play, number 10, Kobe Hillis, on the reception. It's going to be short of the first down, though. It's 3rd and about 3 to go for Dickson.
All right, yeah, the scoreboard is saying 3 and 2, 3rd and 2, so we'll go with that. But, yeah, this big third down
huge
play
third
right
down.
here. Got to stay strong.
But Dickson's probably thinking this is 2-down territory.
Yeah, probably. Waiting on the snap. Douglas blitzing. Quarterback's running to his right, looking for a man to throw. He's going to keep it himself, has the first down, and he is tackled out of bounds. Fresh new set of downs for the Dickson Comets. And I just thought, well, the Douglas defense pursued really good, but he got outside that defensive end, and he lost contain. And
yep.
That's what happens when you lose contain. Otherwise, that was good pressuring.
It was.
By the Douglas defensive line. They just let him outside just a little too far.
You're not wrong on that, Swick. So it's going to be 1st and goal for Dickson. I'm going to take a wild guess and say they run the football on this play.
I think so, too. We'll see how it is. Ball is snapped. Hands off to the running back. Has to bounce outside. Brought down. At this point, just keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah.
They're inside the 5. So, and 2:45 left in the second quarter. You got to stand strong here.
Yeah, at this point in the game, it's still only a one-possession game. The defense has to do everything they can to keep it.
And this is going to be about 2nd and 4 here for the Dickson Comets. And, yeah, I'm a firm believer in their running game right now, and that's their focus. And they really don't want to stop this clock, but they want to get in there in the end zone here. And their handoff to the running back, bounces outside again. And I think he got it. I think
sure
that
did.
is a
Yep,
touchdown.
It's going to be a touchdown. Number 5,
Yep.
Jalen Clark on the touchdown carry to the right side of the field. Really good blocking by the tackle and the tight end. So we got a
14-0 game right now. Dickson with the 14-point lead. They're going to go for the extra point here. Remember, they missed the extra point on their first touchdown. But the safety points kind of helps out.
Yeah, it sure does.
So waiting on the snap here. And kick is up. And that one's good. So 15-0 score the Dickson Comets have over the Douglas Trojans. We're going to stay right here. We've got halftime coming up. I think the Thunder, the Douglas Trojans. I'm still focused on football. I was watching some Thunder basketball before I came up to the stadium today, so my apologies. But I think Douglas is going to regroup at halftime. And, why not take a couple shots here in the end zone? You got 2 minutes and 10 seconds. You got 2 timeouts left. So maybe if they utilize that the right way here, they can put some points up onto the board. Not a lot of time to maneuver, but – we'll see what happens. But either way, I do think, Douglas is going to regroup at halftime and give out their maximum effort going into the second half and try to come back and make this a game. But certainly the Dickson Comets have the edge right now.
Yeah, they do, and that's big thanks to their 1-2 punch at running back, number 5, Jalen Clark, and number 7, Ethan Byers. They're having a very good night rushing the football, and that's why the score is 15-0.
And our scoring sponsor tonight, First Security Bank. They're proud sponsors of Oklahoma City Public School broadcasts. If you're looking for a bank to help make your dream of becoming a homeowner or a business owner come true, let First Security Bank make your dream a reality. First Security Bank, African-American owned, member FDIC.
So Dickson just attempted a surprise onside, which is really in the favor of Douglas.
That's fine.
Douglas
That's fine.
came up with the football, and they have really good field position. before halftime. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. Plenty of time to put a drive together and get a touchdown on the board.
Got to go 55 yards. Got to go 55 yards. You got 2 timeouts, and let's see how they respond here offensively. They've been doing their best to move the football through the air, and maybe it's time to really concentrate on a running game here early on. But at the same time, there's just not a lot of time to do that. But whatever gets you yards, here's what I'm thinking. Ball is snap. Mitchell throws, completes to number 8, and he's still on the field, gets to the opposite 45, has the first down. Strong catch, pass and catch, caught by number 9. Number 9, that's going to move the chains, and they're going to stop the clock to get the chains moved and the ball lined up, and then they're going to restart that thing.
And his ability to break that first tackle is why he got the first down, because if he doesn't break the first tackle, that's maybe a 1-yard gain. But he's a big fella. He has good feet. He breaks the first tackle. It's 1st and 10 Douglas.
So shotgun formation, Twins receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Mitchell gets the snap, drops back, throws over the middle, complete to number 2 for about 9 yards. Quick slant over the middle. That's going to restart the clock. He's short of the first down, so you got to get back to the line of scrimmage to run a play. Minute 28 left. Clock is ticking. They've still got to huddle up. I'm not sure if they're really equipped to run the 2-minute offense here right now or a no huddle. So they got to do it the old-fashioned way. Mitchell's calling out the play. They're getting back to the line of scrimmage. They're making progress, though. They've got a little bit of momentum right here. So 3 receivers, 1 to the left, 2 to the right. 1 man in motion. Ball is snapped. Mitchell's going to fake the handoff, throws a middle screen to number 9. He immediately gets tackled for a small loss. 50 seconds left. I don't think Douglas is going to have enough time here to maneuver. They do call a timeout here, though. Smart call by Coach Turner. We're going to take a 30-second timeout, come back, and finish out this first half of football here at Moses F. Miller. Dickson Comets up 15-0 on top the Douglas Trojans. We'll be right back. You're listening to Friday Night High School Football, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated here on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM and PPBC TV. We'll be right back.
For Narissa Berry Insurance.
King C. Gillette wants you to have noticeably better facial hair, and they make it easy. Just trim, wash, and soften for facial hair that feels as good as it looks.
And we're back. 46 seconds left in this second quarter, and the Douglas Trojans throw a dump pass to the running back, Lee Rogers, who tried to get upfield and find some room to run, but was quickly swallowed up by the Dickson Comets. They got there quickly, and is it another timeout here after that? I think Douglas is going to lose.
Yeah, you kind of have to in this scenario.
Yeah.
Because if you don't take the timeout, most likely the clock runs out and you go into halftime. You got to spend the timeouts before the half and try to do everything you can to get this ball in the end zone.
I mean, this is the way I would look at this game is this is my Super Bowl here.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because neither team, I think, are going to the playoffs this season. So this is the last night of football for a lot of these young men's lives. You know, there's a lot of seniors here tonight, and this is their last opportunity to live out their dream on the gridiron.
Exactly.
So you got to leave it out all on the field, do whatever you can in hopes of winning this game. So tough situation here for the Douglas Trojans. I believe it's going to be 4th down.
It sure is. 4th and 11 to go.
And you got to score, or at least now you don't have to score here, but you need to move the chains in order to get a new fresh set of downs. Ball is snapped. And, it's a quick kick. Not really a great choice. It's not a bad choice. It's just not a great kick. And it's going to be down to basically at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dickson Comets, but they have only 26 seconds left to put more points on the scoreboard before halftime here.
And they haven't really shown that they can throw the football all that well other than the trick play. So Douglas better stay really disciplined on defense because Dickson will throw out a trick play here and there. That's how they scored their first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, the reverse flea flicker.
Yeah.
You just don't see that play every day.
No.
Ball is snapped, and they're going to tailback sweep to the right. And he's got some room, cuts back, and still on his feet. Still on his feet at the 45-40. 35 and brought down at about the 32. A solid 25, maybe 30-yard run by the Dickson Comets. And they're going to call a timeout with 12 seconds left. And they're going to have about one more play to now number 8 is a little banged up there for Dickson, and he's hobbling off the field. We'll see if he's able to come back out. We're going to stay right here on the a lot of timeouts here at the end of this first half.
Yeah, you're right about that. We got plenty of time to shout out our sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely. Geronimo's Bakery, they have some of the best hamburger and cheeseburgers in the city, and their donuts just absolutely melt in your mouth. Stop by there, 1817 North MLK Avenue. Give them a call, 405-427-5893. And I love their donuts, and every time I talk about them, I just start to think about it. I lose focus a little bit, but I'm going to slap myself and get back on track.
That's kind of how I am with Big O's Pork and Dreams.
They're our Player of the Game sponsor, and I have 2 locations, one in Edmond and Midwest City, and you're probably funding their whole operation on the Midwest City side of things.
I go there very often,
yeah, you do.
And I always get the
You're always sending me pictures and making me hungry.
Oh, why not?
But yet you never pick me up a plate.
That's what friends are for, man.
It's kind of weird.
You didn't bring me any wings tonight.
Anyways, Wing Supreme, shout out to them. I love them. Really good stuff. All right. Ball is snapped. They're going to toss to the running back, and that freshman defensive tackle was in hot pursuit. And they're going to throw a running back pass, and it's intercepted by the Douglas Trojan defense and say, we're not going to let you score here on this possession. Big defensive play by the Trojan defense. I love it. And they got cute again with the halfback pass.
Yep.
And bad choice.
Douglas was ready for it this time. The sophomore defensive back, number 12, Chris Willis, comes up with that huge interception right before halftime. We only got 9 seconds left. We'll see if Douglas just downs it and goes into the locker room, or if they try to run a play or two and get in the end zone.
Yeah, 9 seconds. It's just not a lot of time to really operate their offense. I think there's more risk than there would be reward here.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
This play.
Yeah.
I think you take a knee, go into halftime, or run the football. You don't have to take a knee. But, run a play, get this half over with, and start again, brand new. In the third quarter, you get the ball back in the third quarter. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to run. And, hey, I don't know, a little bit unnecessary roughness there by Dickson, and the crowd certainly isn't liking it. But no flag on the play. That's going to end the first half of football. The Dickson Comets have a 15-0 lead on top of the Douglas Trojans at halftime. We're going to take a timeout here and come back with our Love's Student of the Month halftime show. Again, Love's Travel Stops and Country Stores would like to celebrate and recognize students who exemplify outstanding characteristics in the classroom and community. Each month, a student is selected as Student of the Month, and they'll automatically qualify for a $10,000 cash scholarship. Apply your child or student today at kvsp.com. Rules and regulations do apply. 15-0 halftime score. Dickson on top of the Douglas Trojan. We'll be back with the third quarter here momentarily. Appreciate you tuning in to CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM, HD1, streaming live on PPBC TV, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. And we'll be back.
Phone and Joint Hospital at St. Anthony. We're Saints in Action, helping you get back in action.
The best place to be for every Sooner home game is CBS pregame at Pepe de Gatto's on Campus Corner in Norman. 2 hours before every home kickoff. Get the latest news, the hottest storylines, and predictions with me, James Hale, and Jay Swick. Come and grab a cold drink and the food you need before kickoff. Then after the game, join us immediately for CBS postgame. Jay Swick and the great Thomas Lott will join us at Pepe's for a reaction to the game, along with your phone calls and comments while you're eating and enjoying the great authentic Mexican food at Pepe's, located at 786 Asp Avenue in Norman. They'll have a great game day special every week. It's CBS pre and post game, every home Oklahoma Sooner game with me, James Hale, Jay Swick, and the great Thomas Lott. It's football, food, and fun at Pepe's on your home for CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM HD1.
This will be a 55-yard attempt from the far hash by Butker. Ready to snap it. Tommy Townsend puts it down. The kick is up by Butker, and the kick is good. He got it inside the far upright.
Bright and early this Sunday morning, the Chiefs look to bounce back in Frankfurt, Germany, when they take on the Miami Dolphins. Pre-game starts at 7 a.m. on your home for Kansas City Chiefs football.
On CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 HD1.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Need a banking partner you can count on? Call First Security Bank and Trust Company. It will be the best call you will ever make. Personal banking with First Security Bank and Trust Company can make life so easy. We offer mobile banking, online banking, and qualifying accounts can even make deposits using a cell phone. You will have instant access to all of your financial information, and you're able to check your balance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can transfer funds and even pay bills. You have total control. Plus, we offer personal customer service to help you with all your banking needs. Visit us today at 1541 Northeast 23rd Street or give us a call at 405-424-4341 or visit our website at www.fsbokc.com. First Security Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Save on stuff you really need and stuff you bought for fun. Stuff you've always really wanted this holiday at Amazon. Stuff that is discounted if you're naughty or you're nice. Stuff to buy your grandma who drinks her Chardonnay with ice. Stuff to make you big and strong. Stuff we can name in this song. Stuff for lawns and decking halls. Save big on stuff at Amazon. Stuff.
Hey y'all, this is Ronte, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the pimento cheese. I was like, go cheese, go pimento, go honey, go get it.
Hi, this is Chantrice, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is the mild spiciness of the pickled jalapenos. No, it's the crispy chicken. Actually, I can't decide. It's the entire sandwich.
Order the Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Available for a limited time. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
Do you work with lead or use it in your hobby? You might if you work in construction, handle firearms, weld, or work with scrap metal. You could be putting yourself and your family at risk for lead poisoning. Don't take lead home. For more information, contact the Oklahoma Lead Poisoning Prevention Program at 1-800-766-2223 or visit our website at ok.gov/health and search childhood lead poisoning.
Ron had a tax problem he just couldn't handle on his own.
I owed the IRS taxes for over 5 years, but I didn't have any money to pay the taxes.
Those years cost him dearly.
Most of it was fees and interest. It was horrible.
Ron finally called in the pros.
I called Optima Tax Relief, and boy, am I happy I did.
The leading tax resolution firm, Optima, is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. They've resolved over $1 billion for their clients. Ron was overjoyed.
They settled my account with the IRS. I was ecstatic. They are a lifesaver. They are. I am so happy.
Take Ron's advice and call Optima now for a free consultation.
Yeah, don't do like I did and wait. Call Optima Tax Relief. Do it now. You'll be ecstatic like me.
Call 800-481-8144. 800-481-8144. 800-481-8144.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. You may no longer be a husband, but you'll always be a dad. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Oklahoma City area attorneys. 6303 Waterford Boulevard, Suite 120, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 73118. CordellCordell.com.
Paid for by Cordell & Cordell.
Do you have heart failure and often hear,
"Those stomach issues ruined your birthday"?
"You're too tired to play catch, Grandpa."
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse over time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is your Black Health 365 moment. Taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your body. Whether you realize it or not, mental health plays a big role in your overall well-being. When you're mentally healthy, you're able to enjoy life better. Here's how to protect your mental and emotional well-being. Exercise regularly, eat right, spend time with friends, and take time to recharge. Remember, you are not alone, and there are things you can do to support your emotional well-being. This has been your Black Health 365 moment, because a healthy lifestyle is a daily choice.
Oh, I love this restaurant. Glad we got a table quickly.
What does that sign say?
Caution, wet floor?
No, right next to it.
If you are 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60. Huh, I didn't know that.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Are you someone who knows that you don't have to sacrifice comfort for quality? Someone who lives large in life and in the bedroom? Take your pleasure to the next level with the new Magnum Raw condoms, the thinnest Magnum condom. More natural feeling, same premium latex to help reduce the risk of pregnancy and STIs. Live large and now thinner than ever with new Magnum Raw condoms. The thinnest Magnum condoms available where condoms are sold. Magnum large size condoms, the gold standard, except no substitutes.
Boom, 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 boom. Nissan has a car for every driver who wants more. More action. More fun. More guts. More head turns. More adventure. More electric. At Nissan, more is all we do.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
On your period, sudden gushes happen without warning. But now, you can say goodbye to stand-up gush fears, thanks to Always Ultra Thins with rapid dry technology. It absorbs gushes 2 times faster than the leading store brand and gives you up to 100% leak-free protection. Hello, clean and comfortable with Always Fear No Gush.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey. Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The smarter way to clean your floors. It's time to make the swap. Swiffer Power Mop.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
Every Monday at 6 p.m., make plans to check out the Oklahoma City Public Schools Coaches Show. This one-of-a-kind show features student-athletes from all types of sports, with great coaches that teach and motivate, along with administrators, community leaders, and former athletes that make Oklahoma City great. This show is hosted by former OU Sooners and John Marshall Bear standout, Michael McDaniel. Listen on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 or watch the show live on the all-new app, PPBC TV. It's the Oklahoma City Public Schools Coaches Show, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods Stores, the OKC Dodger Foundation, and CBS Sports Radio 105.3.
Get big savings and big rewards during Pro-Vember at Lowe's. Right now, MVP's members earn 3 times the bonus points on DeWalt products and save $200 on a DeWalt sliding compound miter saw. Plus, earn 3 times the bonus points on Little Giant products and save $70 on a Little Giant multi-position 14-foot ladder. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. While supplies last, selection varies by location. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. Valid through 11/22.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair share of financial questions. Questions like, can I afford my son's travel hockey team? What if my daughter doesn't get that soccer scholarship? Will I be able to enjoy golf in retirement? At Empower, we know these questions can be stressful. We're here to help answer your what ifs and empower what's next. Join 18 million Americans and take control of your financial future. Start today at empower.com. Sponsored by Empower Personal Wealth.
Hey, nacho fries are back at Taco Bell, and there's even more fries to love. But they're not going to hang around forever, so don't wait. Or you might miss out on these hot, crisp fries covered in all those bold Mexican spices with delicious nacho cheese sauce. Or wait and just settle for flavorless fries. Regular, bland, spiceless, flavorless, flimsy, non-nacho fries. Just an absolute bummer of a fry.
Nacho fries are back. Get them today, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last. Contact local store for hours and participation which vary.
Macy's one-day sale starts tomorrow with great deals of the day on the perfect fall updates for your wardrobe and your home. Like 40 to 60% off comfy PJs and robes she'll love, 40% off boots and shoes, and get 55% off holiday dinnerware and decor. Macy's Star Rewards members can earn faster during Star Money bonus days. Details at Macys.com/Star Money. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
Honey, can you swing by the post office and grab some stamps? Done. And drop off these packages? Sure thing, honey. Oh, and get the tracking info. Got it. But you haven't moved. I know. How great is that?
This holiday season, the Postal Service is closer than ever with convenient ship-from-home services like label printing, free package pickup, and delivery notifications. You can send more holiday joy from the comfort of home. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Ship from home at USPS.com/holidayjoy.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. This is your dentist. Do me a favor and feel the front of your teeth. How grimy are they? Ugh. It's time for a Crest Pro Health reality checkup. That grime is the buildup of plaque bacteria that can cause cavities in just months. You need to switch to Crest Pro Health. While most toothpaste stop working in minutes, Crest Pro Health's antibacterial fluoride protects for up to 12 hours to stop cavities before they start. So pick some up on the way home. Smile. Crest has you covered.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-481-8144. 800-481-8144. 800-481-8144.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Urgent Camp Lejeune settlement message. On September 6th, the government announced it will soon begin providing fast, guaranteed settlements to Camp Lejeune Marines, families, and civilians. Awards will range between $100,000 and $550,000, with an option for higher amounts. If you or a loved one spent time at Camp Lejeune and suffered cancers of the bladder, liver, or kidneys, leukemia, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, Parkinson's, or kidney issues, you may qualify for compensation and could be paid within 60 days after accepting your settlement, with your VA benefits fully protected. You may be entitled to a significant financial award for your Camp Lejeune claim, but you must act now. Call the James Harris Law Camp Lejeune helpline now to get the compensation you deserve. We're already fighting for thousands harmed by the water at Camp Lejeune. Call now or you may forever lose your right to be awarded a settlement between $100,000 and $550,000. For your free evaluation, call 800-467-6060. That's 800-467-6060. 800-467-6060.
Darius, look who just figured out how to find my Medicare plan options. Just typed in my zip code and boom.
This is not just a search tool. Look at you go, Mom. This is Walgreens making it easy to find a Medicare plan with low-cost copays. During open enrollment, use Walgreens Find RX coverage to help you find the right Medicare plan for you. This is being independent. Together. Walgreens.
Team, it's snowing again tomorrow. They're predicting 2 to 3 feet.
'Tis the overtime season for Frank snowplows.
Kelly, can you take another shift?
Let it snow. Quality driver applicants.
Hey guys, know anybody else with a D license?
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
The smarter way to
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
Discover, this is Daniela.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great, but with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Do you like asparagus and mushroom sorbet? I've got leftovers.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
Time out. Over more football. CBS Sports Radio 105.3 HD1.
Welcome back to Friday Night High School Football here live from Moses F. Miller Stadium, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Guiding Right Incorporated, and our friends over there at Super Prep. Our score at halftime is the Dickson Comets have a 15-0 lead over the Douglas Trojans. Now, the Douglas Trojans did create a turnover there at the end right before half to stop Dickson from scoring and adding on to their lead.
Yeah, that was big time.
And I'm hoping that momentum carries over into the second half here tonight for the Trojans. This is the last half of football. They'll play all for the rest of the season.
That's right.
So it's important to get out there, execute, leave it all on the field, and I think that's exactly what they're going to do. And Coach Turner's got them ready to go here this second half. It mainly was all Dickson in the first half offensively. They ran the ball really, really well.
They sure did.
They scored on a freak play. I'll call it a freak play. It was a reverse flea flicker. You just don't see that very often.
You don't see it often whatsoever.
But they executed it well, found the open receiver, and scored the touchdown. They also had another rushing touchdown in a safety, and that's kind of how they got to 15-0. They did have a missed extra point there along the way as well. But Douglas gets the ball to start the third quarter here. What are your expectations? What can we expect to see happen here?
Well, they just need to find a way to put a good, solid drive together and march down the field, take some clock off, and get in the end zone. They've just kind of had trouble with putting a clean drive together. There's been a lot of penalties involved as well. If they can do that and execute, I think they got a good chance because it's still only a two-possession football game.
Yeah, if we can just see Douglas get on the scoreboard here at their first possession to start the third quarter, I think it'll go a long ways and create some momentum and obviously boost morale. And we've got a deep onside. Well, it's not very deep. It was caught right at the 35-yard line by the up back for the Douglas Trojans, number 23. So they're going to have good field position to start out here on this third quarter.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's just a matter of executing and sticking to your assignments and giving the quarterback some time to throw the football. That O-line, they need to step up big time in this second half.
All right, so the offense is going to go out onto the field. Rylan Mitchell, the sophomore quarterback, is relaying the play to his teammates. They're going to get lined up here. He's got Rogers to his right side and four receivers, two on each side. And Dickson's running the five-man front. They're going to run right up the middle, have about 1 yard before they brought down. They're having problems getting through that first line of defense.
Yep.
If they can get past the first line of defense, they're going to have more room to run.
That's exactly right, and that all comes down to the O-line. Like I just mentioned, they have to step up big time in this second half of football if they want to win.
So it's going to be 2nd and 9 here, early third quarter. And Mitchell's going to huddle them up and let them know the play, and they're going to get to the line of scrimmage now and start to line up, and you've got some movement, and they're going to move quite a few different receivers to the left side of the field, the wide side. There's more room to run out there. 4 receivers out there. Ball is snapped, and play is called dead. Could be a false start here. And we've got –
You're right. It's a false start.
Yeah, on the offense, so that's going to back them up a little bit. And you mentioned it, penalties is the ultimate equalizer, right?
It is.
I mean, it makes it really difficult for you to accomplish your goals and do what you're designed to do. And so we'll see if they change up the play here or not. This is going to be interesting to find out.
It's kind of, I mean, it's second down, so you can still.
5 receivers split, 5 on the left side, 1 on the right. Ball is snapped. Mitchell drops back, has to avoid the rusher, steps up in the pocket, and he's tackled. I mean, I like having that many, he's sacked in the backfield. That's a huge loss, all right? But I like that there's so many receivers, but they just struggle with protection in that moment. And there's Dickson is putting 5-6 people on the line of scrimmage and just bringing the all-out rush.
I mean, why not? When you see that there's not an extra blocker in the backfield, which is normally the running back, why not send at least one guy on a blitz?
I mean, there's a give and take. They're going to wave the flag off there. There was some laundry on the field, but they're going to wave it off. There's going to be somebody open when you line up like that and you face a defense like that. But the flip side is you just don't have very much protection.
Exactly.
You don't have a lot of time to make a decision and throw the football, and that's the case right now. So it's let's see, 3rd and long for the Trojans. They're going to run it, find some rooms to the outside. Doesn't get very much at all, and well defended by the Dickson Comet defense, and that's going to bring up a 4th down situation, 4th and long, and it's probably going to force Douglas to punt here.
Yeah, the punter's running onto the field for Douglas. Really tough series to start. We mentioned a few things at halftime, penalties, blocking, and those were an issue to start the second half, unfortunately. So Dickson is going to get this ball right back.
So, 4th and 22 to be exact. Here is the punt, and it's going to bounce around, take a Douglas bounce, but still not a great punt. They're already in Douglas territory, and Dickson's going to get their first possession here on the third quarter, 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. The Douglas 46-yard line, so only 46 yards to go to get more points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they're going to come out and once again just pound it right up the gut with those 2 running backs that they have. They've had tons of success running the football. And if it's not broke, don't fix it. Yeah,
I don't think there's going to be a lot of adjusting at halftime for this Dickson offense. We'll see how they come out and play this third quarter. Obviously, their focus is don't turn the football over. They've had 2 or 3 turnovers in the first half.
Yeah, ball security's been an issue.
Hands the ball off to the running back for about a 4-yard gain up the middle. He had to sweep in and out to get those 4 yards, but he's brought down after a 4-yard gain, maybe a 3-yard gain. We'll see where they spot the ball exactly. But 9.5 minutes left in this third quarter, and Douglas has to find a way to get this football back. Not only stop them from scoring, but get the football back so they can score some points. And, if they could get in a pick six or a fumble, scoop and score here, that'd be excellent. But Dickson's running the ball. They got about a 12-yard gain. They needed 7, but they ended up getting 12 to 15 here. We'll see, but that's going to move the chains there, and a new 1st down and 10 for the Dickson Comets here already with a 15-0 lead. They're trying to add on to their lead to make it a little bit more difficult for Douglas to come back in this football game.
Yeah, nothing fancy on the past 2 plays, just halfback running plays to the right, and they get another 1st down.
Pistol formation. Paulson gets the snap, hands off to the running back. Now that's well defended.
Sure is.
By the Douglas defensive line. They kept contained and made the tackle.
No doubt about that.
After a short gain.
That was number 24 on the tackle for Douglas, Karan Smith. the junior linebacker, he also had the biggest hit of the night.
Well, he's a little undersized, but, boy, he's wiry. You know, he can really, really play some tough football, and you got to be tough to play middle linebacker on this football team, and he's doing a good job so far. So, 2nd down and 9, ball is snapped. They're going to throw the football. Deep throw, incomplete. Tried to find a receiver along the sideline. Ran out of real estate, and the ball was overthrown just a little bit. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Dickson Comets. And Douglas got to figure out how to make a stop here.
Yeah, this is a huge 3rd down. I'm sure Dickson is once again thinking this is 2-down territory if they don't come up with the 1st down on this play, because they're already in Douglas territory about the 29-yard line.
We'll see what the play call is, whether they decide to run it or throw it here. Haven't had much success throwing the football except for that one touchdown pass. That was literally the only time they found success through the air. There's a timeout on the field. We're going to take 1-2. You're listening to Friday Night High School Football. Dixon's got a 15-0 lead on the Douglas Trojans. We'll be right back. You're listening to Friday Night High School Football on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1, streaming live on PPBC TV, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. We'll be right back.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
And we're back. Friday Night High School Football here live from Moses F. Miller Stadium. Dickson has the football. Right now, 3rd down situation. About 3rd and 9 here for the Dickson Comets. One man in motion, and they're going to fake the jet sweep, hand the football to the running back who has positive yards, but he's short of the 1st down marker. It's going to bring up a 4th down situation. Do you go for it here if you're Dickson?
Oh, yeah, I definitely go for it if I'm Dickson. I definitely go for it. I mean, you can run the football at will pretty much and pick up 5 yards because they're winning the battle in the trenches at the line of scrimmage. That offensive line is getting a great push. So why not run it or throw out another trick play?
Yeah, and there's obviously some benefits if you're the offensive line. You know that when the snap is going to be made.
Yep.
And you know based on the way the defense lines up who you're going to fire off into. There's a lot of read and react from the defensive line, and by the time you react, sometimes the running back's already past you, so it's difficult. Big 4th down. Big 4th down. Ball is snapped, tossed to the running back to the right. Can he get the 1st down? And I don't know if he got it.
I think he's short.
I think the Douglas Trojans made a big-time defensive stop on that play.
I think they did, Swick.
They
sure did. What a huge play to get out there and contain that stretch running play. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, the crowd's into it, and that was a big-time stop by that Trojan defensive line and the linebackers specifically. Never lost contain, pushed him out of bounds before he was able to get the 1st down. Fresh new set of downs for the Douglas offense. Now's their time to strike. They've got their second breath, and they've got to go out there and execute their offense. And Coach Turner's in there talking up his team, getting them ready to attack and execute this series here offensively. So they're getting right to the line of scrimmage. And we've got a timeout here on.
Yeah, it's going to be a timeout.
Okay,
Douglas.
all right.
Okay.
They're gonna call a quick timeout here. So we're going to take a 30-second timeout and be right back. This is Friday Night High School Football here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1, and PPBC TV. We'll be right back.
We're going abroad for the first time in years, to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live. Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live. Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
And we're back. Friday night high school football here. Douglas against Dickson. Douglas, fresh new set of downs. And they decide to try and throw the football, sacked in the backfield for a loss. 7 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Dickson's got a 15-0 lead right now. And Douglas is doing their best to execute here on offense and try and close this gap a little bit, cut the deficit. But when you start out with a sack, it pushes you back, and now it's second and long for the Trojans.
Yeah, really tough situation once again. Like we've mentioned, they're trying to drop back and pass a lot, but they just don't give the quarterback enough time to throw the football. You got to block.
They're going to bring in some extra blockers. They're trying to run the football with 4. He's got some room to run on the outside, but is quickly swallowed up by those Dickson Comet linebackers who took the right angle.
Sure did.
To make the tackle. So not much of a gain, if any gain at all, right there for the Douglas Trojans. And it's going to bring up third and long here.
Yeah, third and about 20 to go for the first down. So you got to try to give that quarterback some time to take a deep strike down the football field. You have the athletes to make the plays down the field. It's just a matter of getting the pass off clean.
Yeah, Douglas defense has been, holding them at times. They've created some turnovers. They stopped the Dickson offense on. You got them to turn it over on downs, and now it's the
there's the
offense.
matchup I like.
And almost, it was just slightly underthrown. You could tell if he was able to put a little bit more mustard on that throw. 6 had the lead, it was in prime position to catch the football, but you got to give credit to that cornerback for the Comets, and they made the play to stop. So now it's going to be fourth and long, and Douglas is going to have to punt the football back to the Dickson Comets and rely on the Douglas Trojan defense to bail them out again.
Yeah, that Trojan defense has been on the field a lot. They've been playing a really tough football game and trying to keep the team alive in the game, but offense just hasn't been able to score yet.
And they're going to punt. It's going to take a Douglas bounce. Still in Douglas territory, though, and it's going to be down right at the 41 on the Douglas side. And we have a flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag back where the punt occurred.
Okay, they hit the punter.
Going to be roughing the kicker.
All right, so that's automatic first down.
It should be.
Hey, I wasn't even paying attention. As soon as the kick was gone, I was focused on the other side.
Right.
And the information I'm getting is that is a roughing the punter here, and we'll see what the call is, and that looks to be the case from right now, as far as I'm concerned. I know the referees are going to kind of talk it over here and
it
see
looks
what
like the Trojan defense is on the field, so I guess in high school it's not an automatic first down.
Maybe so. Yeah, that is the case. And he may have waved it off. I'm not sure exactly what the case is here, but the Dickson Comets are going to take over on offense. Dadgummit. All right, so here's the deal. Got to stay strong. Douglas defense has to, attack it play by play. Take it one play at a time. And they're going to blitz, and Dickson's going to throw deep over the middle. Caught it by number 27, and they're going to try and bring him down, and they did. And he's just outside the 10. He's in the red zone. Solid 25-yard pass and catch by the Dickson Comets. Caught him off guard. When you run the ball as much as they do,
yep,
the defense kind of starts to expect the run, and that's what happened there. And they caught him expecting the run when they got away with the pass, big-time pass and catch.
Yeah, you said it. They were just not expecting them to throw the football down the field, and the quarterback hits his receiver on a nice deep in route to come up with that first down and make it first and goal.
So pistol formation for Dickson. They're going to hand the football off to number 7. Trying to find some room to run. There is none. Douglas defense really did a great job of pursuing and Late flag here, maybe an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on somebody. I don't know if somebody's running their mouth or
maybe an unnecessary roughness. I saw a body flying around after the play was over, so it's going to be after the play. I just don't know on what team.
Yeah, they're having a chat amongst themselves, the officiating crew, and we appreciate everything they do. We need more officials here in the state of Oklahoma. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be on the Douglas Trojans, so that's going to be half the distance between the spot of the ball and the goal line.
Yeah.
So automatic first down at 10. They got to get the chain gang over there. I guess you don't need it when it's first and goal.
Yeah, it's first and goal for the Dickson Comets.
Yeah, so got to stay strong here somehow, some way. They're going to put about 8 or 9 in the box and try and make it difficult for Dickson to run the football here, but they've been pretty successful up to this point. And only recently here in this quarter, they've started to throw the football a little bit, so that could be a possibility here too. Ball is snapped, gives it to the running back, and, well, it's a great tackle. I think that's my freshman linebacker right there in the middle, or is that 51?
No, that was our main man, number 24, Karan Smith. Another big tackle by that junior linebacker. He's been showing up time after time for that Trojan defense.
He got through the gap and into the backfield and made the first initial hit, tripped him up enough to where he got really close to the line of scrimmage before he was brought down. So good, solid play. You just need 3 more like it.
Exactly. No, it's going to be third down for Dickson.
All right, ball is snapped. They're going to run to the outside, and there is a flag in the backfield. He may have gotten in the end zone. It's kind of catty corner to our viewing point here up in the press box, but I think that's a holding call.
It's on Dickson. I think it was an illegal chop block on Dickson. So this one's coming back, Swick.
And it's going to be replay, second down or third down?
Third down.
All right, third down. Now this is much better defensive position here for the Douglas Trojans, and Dickson certainly made it difficult on themselves committing that penalty there on that play. And, you know, this is going to help out Douglas. Hopefully, got to stay strong right here. 2 more plays before they can get the ball back. Got to get lined up, though. There's some movement. Pistol formation. They're going to throw over the middle. And incomplete pass. No flags on the play. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 14 situation for the Dickson Comets. They're going to have an opportunity to either kick the field goal and go up 18.
I think the field goal team's going to come on the field for Dickson.
That's what it looks like.
What a great defensive stand by Douglas. And on the coverage was 14, Jeremiah Pete. He played some really good coverage, didn't give the receiver or the quarterback anywhere to go with the football.
That was kind of like a throw to the end zone and just hope somebody catches it type play. All right, so we'll see just how good this field goal kicker is for the Dickson Comets. And they're going to stop the play here momentarily, and maybe there's trying to figure out where to spot the football correctly. Okay, there was, I guess, a bad spot. I've never seen anything like this before where a referee just casually brings it a little bit closer to the field goal post.
Questionable, I must
All right,
say.
whatever. So just we'll see what happens here. Big time kick. Bad snap. He's going to run it. Can he be stopped? He hurdles one player and gets into the end zone.
Wow.
Touchdown, Dickson Comets. I did not expect that. We do have laundry on the field, though. We do have laundry on the field. We'll see if this is coming back or what the call is here. But bad snap, and the holder picked up the football, ran to his left, hurdled one defender.
Yeah, he hurdled
and
the guy.
got into the end zone. Personal foul, Dickson.
Offense. Wow.
So that's going to bring it back. That touchdown is not going to count.
That's another huge break for the Douglas Trojans.
And now it's going to be 4th and not only long, but even longer.
Man, what a crazy chain of events. And I think we have a Trojan player down. Hopefully he can get up
Yeah,
on
the
his own
training
will.
staff
You hate to
is
see that.
attending to him. Looks to be maybe an ankle injury or foot injury of some kind. They're tending to him right now. 4 minutes, 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Dickson's up 15-0. Trying to add to their lead, but it's going to be fourth in a very long time, and they've brought out their offense. They're not going to attempt the field goal. They're just going to hope for the best on the fourth and long. Fourth and 25. I mean, they're on the 25-yard line. It's fourth and goal here on the 25. Ball is snapped. They're going to throw deep into the end zone. Underthrown, incomplete, well defended by the Douglas cornerback. And that's going to be a turnover on downs once again. Great, strong stand by the Douglas Trojan defense. Now it's up to their offense to do something with it and get some points on the board. I feel like the Douglas defense has done their job several times.
They have. They've been making plays all night, and that's why this game is still only 2 possessions, because the Trojan defense has shown up whenever they need it the most, and the offense has just not been able to get it done or score any points. This is a time they need to put together a drive desperately.
Yeah, the time is now. Rylan Mitchell still in at quarterback for the Trojans, overlooking the defense. They're getting right to the line of scrimmage, and they've got a lot of weapons on the outside, and even in the slot receiver position here, heavy on the right side, 3 receivers to the right. Ball's on the 26-yard line.
Got a flag.
First and 10, and we've already gotten a flag here.
Yeah, ref threw one back.
False start or delay a game or something happened.
Well, it was on the back end of the play by the safety. And looks
that's
like
going to back him up 5 yards. So it's first and 15. Already a little bit of a hill to climb here offensively to start this possession right here. All right, first and 10 at the 19. Ball is snapped. Bubble screen to the receiver. Found a little bit of room to run. Got some positive yards, but not very much. And so it's going to bring up second, and I'm going to guess about 13. It was maybe a 2-yard gain here.
Yeah, about 2 yards on the play.
Got to figure out how to break one here if you're the Trojan offense. If they can just get one big play, I think that would just do wonders for the morale.
It really would. Maybe hit
really
them with a double
for,
move,
yeah.
like a slant and go, because these defensive backs are playing really up close to the receivers.
All right, late substitution here by Douglas. Trying to get lined up. 4 receivers split. Ball is snapped. Mitchell's throwing. Complete to number 6. Quickly tackled. He's short of the first down marker. Still significantly shorter, though. But they are kind of developing a little bit more, quick pass, quick catch.
Yeah, they've been, having some success with the quick passes, but the Dickson defenders are right there.
They're
prepared for it.
They're not getting enough yards after the catch.
Exactly. You got to at least try to break the first tackle, which is what the fullback did earlier in the game to come up with that first down.
All right, 3rd down and 9. 2 receivers on each side. Shotgun formation, 1 running back. Mitchell gets the snap, drops back. Going to step up in the pocket, deep throw to the sideline, and almost caught and almost interception all in one play. Really, and incomplete either way. Going to bring up a 4th and 9 situation. I mean, you're deep in your own territory. It's not ideal. And in fact, Coach Turner's sending the punt team on. I mean, I wish they could figure out some way to move the football and get some positive yards. It would help out their defense immensely.
It really would. The defense has been on the field so much in this football game.
And here is the punt, and it's going to bounce all the way. It's touched by Dickson. There's loose ball. There's loose ball. Douglas got it. That's one way to do it. Is that Rogers on the recovery? Right there at the 49 on the Dickson side. Way to go, Douglas Trojan special teams coming through and making a play when it counted. The Dickson punt returner got a little greedy. He was bouncing around on the ground, and he tried to get it and couldn't.
Yeah,
but he touched the ball in progress, and Douglas was able to recover the football, and now they've got a fresh new 1st and 10 opportunity here right at midfield. maybe this is the play that they needed, Dylan.
Maybe that's what you needed. Take it how you can get it. It was a really low punt. Took some gnarly bounces, and the receiver could not catch it clean.
Ball is snapped, deep throw along the long side. Caught by the receiver. 25-yard pass and catch by the Douglas Trojans. They're now in the red zone. That was a big play offensively, biggest play of the game for the Douglas Trojan offense.
What did I say, Swick? I said earlier in the football game I love the matchup with that big receiver, number 6, Gary. They got smaller guys trying to match up against him on the outside. Throw it up, and they finally do, and he just mosses that defensive back to come up with a huge first down.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Trojans in the red zone. Got a little bit of momentum and a boost of confidence there. 4 receivers split shotgun. Rylan Mitchell gets the snap, runs to his left. He's now got to run to his right, avoiding tacklers. Now he just throws it along the sideline. He's outside the tackle box. So that's going to stop the clock at 1:41. And are they going to call intentional grounding?
Man, what a
Because he did kind of run back towards the middle part of the offense, but I thought once you
I
cross
thought for
that
sure he
barrier,
was outside the tackle box, but the referees do have a better vantage point than we do.
intentional grounding.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, that is a big setback, but so we'll see. It's going to be, what, 2nd and 20 here?
Yeah.
2nd and 20 at the 35-yard line now. So they're going to have to figure out a way to come up with 20 yards to get this first down and keep this drive alive. Yeah, man, I did not expect that play call right there.
Me either.
All right, so empty backfield. There's no running back in sight. There's 5 receivers split out wide. Ball is snapped. Mitchell's looking to throw. Finds a man, and he drops it. Oh, hit him on the quick slant. That was Lee. And he drops the pass. I think he heard footsteps.
Yeah, I think so, Swick, because, the ball hit him right in the hands. Good throw, just couldn't come up with the catch. Unfortunate, so now it's going to be 2nd and 20. That would have made it about 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I didn't realize it, but my math is off. 3rd and 30. Believe it or not, I'm not the best at mathematics. I know that's hard to believe.
They didn't teach you that in Elk
No,
City?
yeah, we it's supreme education over there.
Okay.
I was properly educated, but math isn't my strong suit.
It's all right.
It's really not. 3rd and 30 here. Got to figure out how to get 15 on this play at least, and another 15 on the 4th down play.
No
You're right
doubt.
there in there. So we'll see what happens. Empty backfield, 5 receivers split. Got them to jump off sides. I think that's going to be encroachment on the Dickson defense there. We'll see what the play call is. Sometimes false starts do happen, and that's what they're saying it is the root of the cause there. False start.
That's tough.
And so that's going to back them up. And now it's 3rd and 35. So really tough situation here for the Douglas Trojans.
Why not run another fade route to my main man, number 6,
Right.
Gary?
You've got some athletes over there on the outside.
Dixon actually brought their running back in to try to guard Gary on the outside. Number 5, Jalen Clark, he came in.
All right, so 5 receivers split. Mitchell throws, overthrows, and that's going to bring up a 4th down situation. 1:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Still 15-0 ball game. Dickson Comets with the lead, and we've got some sort of timeout or another penalty here on the Trojans. Ineligible man down the field.
So Dickson actually declined the penalty, I assume, to make it 4th down.
Yeah. So it's going to be 4th and 30 here. Not an ideal situation here offensively, but who knows? Maybe you get another penalty of some kind to help you out. You just need that little extra push. And the referees are talking it over with the Douglas players, kind of tell them, hey, when you throw the ball, can't have your lineman down the field.
Yeah, for sure.
That'll result in a penalty every time. All right. Big 4th down play, and we could see another quick kick. We've seen one from Rylan Mitchell before, or they could run an offensive play. We'll find out here momentarily. Ball is snapped. Mitchell's going to throw. Blitz has to run to his left side, and he throws deep, and it's almost intercepted, but it's incomplete pass. That's going to be a turnover on downs and give Dickson the football back. And so they're going to have another opportunity to add some points to their 15-point lead already. Minute 12 left in the third quarter, Dylan.
Yeah, they had a good drive going. They got the penalty is what really killed the drive. That intentional grounding is what really killed that drive because they had momentum up until that play. That was kind of the story of the drive. Unfortunately, now Dickson has the football.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand what was going through his head. He's tired of getting sacked. And, if you can avoid it in any way, shape, or form, you do that. And I thought he was outside the tackle box, but apparently the officials thought otherwise and threw the flag. But I wouldn't regret that play. Douglas trying to blitz from the outside in, and it worked. A really good job by number 24 there of coming inside and making the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Short gain for the Dickson Comets. Good play by the Douglas D.
Yeah, that's 24 once again. Karan Smith, he's a great linebacker. He's a junior, so he'll be back again next year to play for Douglas, but he's leaving it all out on the field tonight for his seniors.
I admire his athleticism, his toughness. I mean, he's undersized, right? So if you're going to play middle linebacker as an undersized athlete, you better be a thumper. You better be able to be fearless and strong-minded, and he's just that. So they're going to throw a toss to the running back on the outside. He's still on his feet. Still on his feet some more. I think Dickson's going to end up going all the way. Took it all the way. I think there is a flag on the play. It's going to be on Dickson. It's going to come back.
That is so wild. There's been so many flags.
Is that a block in the back? That's what we're getting.
Block by Dickson.
Yeah, every time Dickson has a big play, they commit a penalty to get it done.
Every single time it feels like.
I wish they would have thrown a flag on the reverse flea flicker earlier in the game.
Yeah,
it would have been
doubt.
helpful, but they call it right there. So that's going to bring back the ball and give them a tougher scenario here to overcome for the Dickson Comets. And they're trying to get their chain gang lined up. And so I guess that's a spot foul. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Comets. It's 1st and 10 at their point of the field. They're going to toss it, run the same play to the right side. He has room to run, still on his feet, and he's finally going to be pushed out of bounds after a 20-yard gain. They've figured out that, on that right side, Douglas is starting to get a little gassed.
Yeah, the defense has been on the field a lot, and Dickson knows it, and they've had a lot of success running the football with number 5, Jalen Clark, another big-time run by that kid.
So that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a 60-second timeout, and we'll get back and get this fourth quarter underway. Dickson with a 15-0 lead over the Douglas Trojans. You're listening to Friday Night High School Football here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1, streaming live on PPBC TV, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. We'll be right back.
Injuries don't wait for business hours. Now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live. Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live. Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
with Vistaprint, the printabilities are endless. Print it all with 25% off for new customers with code NEW25 at Vistaprint.com.
And we're back. Fourth quarter action here live from Moses F. Miller Stadium. And the Dickson Comets have the football. They're in the red zone inside the 10-yard line. They've got a 15-0 lead. Here, 11:23 left in the fourth. And it's going to be third down and short here for the Dickson Comets. And two-possession game. They'd love to make it three. And if they get to that three-point possession lead part, it's going to be extremely hard for Douglas to come back with so little time left on the clock. And there's a timeout called by the Douglas Trojans. We're going to stay right here. I want to give a big shout-out to our sponsors for each and every broadcast here. SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep and Guiding Right Incorporated. And, of course, our friends over at SSM Health has been, really good to us, and we appreciate everything they've done for each and every broadcast here for us this season. And SSM Health Hospitals are proud sponsors of Oklahoma City Public School broadcasts. And sometimes after a hard-fought game, a player needs the services of a sports medicine specialist. SSM Health Hospitals have a great team of providers that help players recover, get them back in the game from injury very quickly. Also, big shout-out to State Farm agent Chuck Davis. Let State Farm agent Chuck Davis take care of all your insurance needs. Give him a call today at 405-378-8008. That's 378-8008. All right, 11 minutes and 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Dickson's trying to add to their 15-0 lead here in the pistol formation. Actually, now they're going to the Wildcat formation. Running back number 5 counters, runs it right up the middle. Does he get into the end zone? It's going to be really close. He's near the goal line. They're going to say,
I think he's about a yard short.
Yard short, so it's going to be
maybe even inches.
Third and inches. Third and goal from the 1 inch mark from the 1 yard line.
They're saying it's going to be fourth down.
Oh, okay, it's fourth down.
This is huge.
This is big time. Can Douglas bail him out once again? Wildcat run up the middle. This time it's a touchdown for the Dickson Comets. They're up now 21-0, waiting on 22-0, pending an extra point here. It's tough to stop a team like this at the goal line.
Yeah, it really is,
on the 1 inch line.
When it's a direct snap to your best running back who's had a lot of success tonight, Jalen Clark. That's his second touchdown on the game, and he's just, having a really big night. Dickson's up 21-0, pending the 1 point.
Yeah, they're trying to get to 22. Kick is up, and it is no good. So it's going to remain 21-0 here in the fourth quarter. Dickson Comets with the lead over the Douglas Trojans. We're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. We'll be right back and see if Douglas can put something together here offensively on this next possession. You're listening to Friday Night High School Football here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1, and streaming live on PPBC TV. Sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. We'll be right back.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune in to my show, Super Prep Live. Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live. Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
Injuries don't wait. For business hours, now you can be seen 24/7 for sports injuries. Whether you have a sprain or a broken bone, at the SSM Health Bone and Joint Injury Clinic at 13401 Northwestern.
In the middle wasn't well executed. The Douglas offense is going to have a really good field position here on this possession, and we'll see if they can execute and get out of this shutout situation, because right now they've been shut out all night by the Dickson Comets. So it's up to the Douglas Trojans to put some points on the board, and now it's as good as opportunity as ever. They're still in their own territory, but they're at the 48-yard line. So right at midfield, first down at 10, Ryland Mitchell, the quarterback, running out onto the field. They found a little bit of momentum through the air last time, had that big pass completion, but penalties have been the Achilles heel.
Yeah, they really have. They just need a clean drive right now.
One man in motion. Ryland gets the snap, drops back, throws, has a man, and well defended, but they're going to call a pass interference.
Yeah, I think it's a pass interference on number 5 for Dickson. That's the running back, Jalen Clark.
And he's, I think, is the fastest player on the team. That's why he's covering that wide receiver. And that was a really big-time play. Big-time play, and that penalty is going to benefit the Douglas Trojans, right? Right?
I think so. I still haven't really seen the call from the white hat.
No, it's pass interference. It's going to be automatic first down. Great job. Great job. All right.
I like that. Throw the ball up and let your
you
big
know,
receivers
if you're
go
in a
get it.
situation like that, because if he catches that ball, he's walking in the end zone.
Exactly.
So what do you do there to avoid, if you can't cover him and you think he's going to catch the pass interference? It's better. It's going to stop them from scoring. Yeah, it's a penalty, but it's better than a touchdown.
Yeah, when you look at it like that, that's the right thing to do.
5 receivers split, 4 on the right side. One man in motion, and did they get Dickson to jump? I think they did. This could go either way.
I think it's going to be encroachment on that blitzing linebacker from Dickson.
And it is. Free 5 yards there. Now, hey, you're making progress, even if it's by Dickson.
Take it how you can get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Dixon's kind of shooting themselves in the foot right now. They've gotten real comfortable with the 21-0 lead, and I don't blame them. But you still got to be disciplined enough to not give out, penalties like that. And there's been consecutive penalties here for the Comets, and set up Douglas in good field position now. Again, 5 receivers split. Everybody and we've got some late substitute. There's some sort of communication here with the quarterback, the running back, and the receivers. The play clock hasn't started yet. So maybe they're changing the play up a little bit. Ryland Mitchell's communicating with his teammates. 4 receivers split to the right side, 1 to the left. Ball is snapped. Mitchell throws. Cross pattern into the flats. Tackled after about an 8-yard gain. Pass and catch to number 2. Really good execution there. 9:35 left in this football game. Douglas just needs a touchdown to boost morale and just avoid the shutout. You want to avoid the shutout at all
Yeah, no
costs.
doubt about it. It's senior night. You got to play until the last whistle blows and until that clock hits 0-0-0. I like the momentum that they have on offense right now. They're putting together a pretty good drive. You just got to finish it.
3rd down at 2 here for the Trojans. Overlooking the defense, 1 man in motion. Ball snap. Ryland Mitchell runs to his right, throws deep, and just overthrows his receiver. If he catches that, he's walking into the end zone. But put too much mustard on that throw.
It was a difficult throw to make. It was on the run to the wide side of the field. He tried to chunk it and give his receiver time to get underneath it. It was just a little bit overthrown, or like you said, it would have been a touchdown.
8:57.
But that's not the case, so it's going to be 3rd and about 2 yards to go for the first down.
See, I thought it was 3rd down on that play specifically.
No, that was going to be second.
That was 2nd down.
Yep.
So now it's 3rd down. Okay, well, then they're still in good position. They just need 6 feet to keep this drive alive. 2 receivers to each side, 1 running back. Mitchell gets the snap, or they don't snap it, but Dickson jumps across the goal line. Is that an encroachment penalty here on the Comets again?
I think so. That time it looked like the defensive end for Dickson jumped. Should be a first down, a free first down at that.
I
for
think
Douglas.
so.
It sure is.
All right. Well, hey, like you said, my friend, however you can get it, you know.
You take it how you can
I'll
get
take
it.
all the penalty yards, you know.
No doubt, man.
At this point of the game especially. So, new first down and 10 for the Douglas Trojans. They've got some room to breathe here. 8:40 left in the football game. They need a touchdown right now. 5 receivers split. I'm worried about protection here right now. Empty backfield, 1 man in motion. Ball is snapped, jet sweep. And he finds some room to run, 35, but push out at the 36. And I don't see any flags as of yet. I'm at that point in this game where you just kind of expect it. And when it doesn't happen, you're almost surprised.
I think you may have jinxed them.
Did I? Of course, there's laundry on the field.
There's a yellow flag right in between those Douglas players.
I just hate that. I hate that. Let's see what the call is. False start on the offense from the looks of it.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to back them up. That's going to back them up here. All right,
The
first
good
down
thing
and
is
15.
it's still first down.
Yeah, first down and 15. Plenty of time to move the chains. And, you know, they're on the outside looking into this red zone. 5 receivers on the left side. 1 to the right, empty backfield, shotgun for Ryland Mitchell, the quarterback. Gets the snap, drops back, throws, one-on-one situation, and just overthrows the receiver there. Same type of play.
He had him.
If he catches that ball, he's walking in the end zone.
Yes, he had the corner beat on the play. The receiver just couldn't extend his arms far enough to catch the football, or else that is 6 points on the board.
They've
for
got the
Douglas.
right idea.
It was a great play call. The play was there.
To get your skill position players in one-on-one situations and get them the football.
Yep.
They're just having trouble getting them the football part. Let's see, 2nd and 15. Same formation, 4 to the left side, 1 to the right. Shotgun, ball is snapped. Ryland Mitchell drops back. He's looking to throw over the middle and tried to find his receiver. Wasn't on target. Wasn't necessarily overthrown, wasn't underthrown, but just wasn't on the same page. He went through more inside, but he was already outside.
Man, I thought there could have been a flag against Dickson because that defensive back was right on the hip of the receiver, and I thought there was some contact before the ball got to him, but I guess there is no flag, so it's going to be 3rd and 15 for Douglas.
It's crunch time now. You've only got 2 plays left to keep this drive alive or to get into the end zone. But they just need 15 yards here to move.
Oh,
snap, bad snap. It's recovered by Douglas.
The quarterback was not ready for the snap whatsoever. He was looking out at his receivers, giving them an audible most likely, and then the snap hits him right in the chest.
And he wasn't ready for it, wasn't looking. And that's going to bring up a 4th down situation. And 4th and about, 18 now.
Yeah.
Tough night for the Trojan offense. I've been pretty impressed considering, what considering the circumstances on defense. They've had their bend but don't break defense, but offense hasn't done them any favors. 4th down, incomplete pass. It's going to be turnover on downs here, and so Dickson's going to get the football back here. Up 21-0. 6 minutes and 6 seconds left in this 4th quarter. I expect the Comets to really just have a run-heavy drive here more than anything else. Just milk the clock and.
No doubt about it.
Maybe they put in some of the younger players, get them some game experience. I know they've got some freshmen on the team as well, and we'll see if they make those substitutions. But, really good position here for the Dickson Comets.
It really is. They've had a good night running the football. Their defense has held strong the entire night, put the Douglas offense in a lot of tough scenarios.
Toss to the running back on the left side. He's still got some room to run. He's got close to about 8 yards. He's short of the first down marker.
He may have gotten the first. Did he get the first? Extra effort. Yeah.
He was on the other side. Yeah, it was on the other side of the field, so our vantage point is pretty far away, and I'm honestly tired of looking through my binoculars.
I don't blame you. We've been using them all season.
A lot. a lot.
They come in handy, though. There's no doubt
They
about
do.
that.
The difference is I bought mine, and yours were hand-me-downs from your grandfather.
Yes, my Pawpaw Sterling. He was a great man.
Yeah, the point I'm trying to make is you've got better binoculars than me, and that's just not right. All right, they're going to run the ball right up the middle. Got about 8 or 9 yards on that carry. Clock is ticking, 5:23 left in this fourth quarter. Dickson's going to win this game. There's not really,
Not
much
really a
to say
question
about that.
yeah.
There's nobody questioning that, but I think it's been a very tough year for Coach Turner, obviously. But I think he's created a foundation that they can build on. Those first years are really tough when you implement a new offense, when you've got a whole different team, you've got different players, and players graduate. This is a very young Douglas team, and Dickson's going to get the ball and looks to run it all the way for a touchdown. So that's going to add insult to injury there, and they're going to go up 27-0, 28 pending an extra point. But as I was saying, it was a long, difficult year for the Douglas Trojans, and he's got a very young team, and he's just trying to develop these men, the mentality of going to work every day in every single play. And I do believe that they have responded. I know the outcome isn't what you want. They haven't won as many games as you'd like. But, boy, they give maximum effort, and they care about each other, and they play for one another. It's disappointing when the fruits of their labor it doesn't come to fruition. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But I do think Damon Turner is doing the very best he can, and he has a great football IQ, and he's just trying to tutor these young men and get them on the same page. So I'm hoping for a better season next year, especially when they get older and they're going to go through his off-season program, get bigger, faster, stronger. So I'm excited to see about what the future holds for this Douglas Trojan football team. But it is going to take some time. You can't build Rome in a day, as they say. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You're
not wrong.
Langston, we got any comments over there? Is that us or is that somebody else? Oh, okay. All right. Very good. Very good. I am looking forward to Douglas Trojan basketball season, though.
I cannot wait to cover that team again. We had a blast last year, and I look forward to it once again.
Well, they're going to be defending their Class 4A state title this year in basketball, and I think it's going to be a pretty cool year. They've got quite a few guys coming back, and Coach Alexander's been working with them. And we've got a flag here on the play. Douglas is going to get the ball back. 4:23 left in the fourth quarter. Down 28-0. So at this point, you just do with the best you can with what you got in what limited times left. And in this case, it's 4 minutes 23 seconds. But the Douglas girls basketball program has high expectations this year. They've got a new coach and some new players there, and obviously on the boys' side of the basketball team, Coach Alexander is one of the most highly respected coaches in the state of Oklahoma, and he's added some jewelry to his collection.
He added a fat ring on one of his fingers. He's got the East Side Splash Bros coming back. He's got the floor general, Landry Ballard, coming back. So they look.
And they've got some of the younger guys that have really, hit a growth spurt, and they've got some bigger guys down low. I'm excited to see how it plays out. All right, Douglas going to run the Wild Trojan, and that's a beautiful run play of about 50, almost 20 yards. Probably should have been running that type of offense there earlier in the game. I think Dickson's made some substitutions here to get some of their younger players on the field. So, but great execution. It's not the Wildcat. I call it the Wild Trojan.
Yeah,
you like that? Isn't that clever?
I like it a lot. And quarterback on the Wild Trojan formation was number 4, Lee Rogers, on the quarterback keeper to get that first down.
And they may go to it here again. Rogers is lined up to the left of Rylan Mitchell, the quarterback. 1st and 10, Trojans, under 4 minutes left in this game. Ball is snapped. Rylan throws deep and almost intercepted. I'll tell you what, Rylan is only a sophomore, right? And this is his first year of playing quarterback. And he throws a good ball.
He's not
like
afraid
it's
to sling it.
spiraling. It can go a long ways. I think what you give him an off season with a quarterback coach, with Coach Turner, and they get him, working hard in the offseason and paired up with some of those receivers they got, maybe they make some moves.
Yeah.
If you look at the years past of Douglas football, they've been run heavy for years and years and years. And Damon Turner came in and said, hey, we got to get with the times, and we're going to implement a spread offense. And so there's been a significant learning curve here for these young men. And it's not an easy offense necessarily to learn. And
No, it's
going to
not.
take some adjusting, but this is year one, step one
Yep,
with this
you're gonna
Trojan
have some
offense.
growing pains in that learning period.
And then you realize that the majority of them are freshmen and sophomores, so that makes it a little bit more difficult. But by the time these young guys are seniors, I expect Douglas to be much more competitive.
No doubt
Much
about
more.
that. I was very impressed with that throw on the run to the right side of the field that Ryland Mitchell made. I thought it was a great ball. His receiver just couldn't come up with the
If
catch.
he improves his accuracy just a little bit, I mean, we're probably going to see some touchdowns.
Yeah,
and
I believe
that's
it.
what you want to see. That's what you want to see. So 2nd and 10 here for the Trojans.
I think that's going to be game, Swick.
No, it's
okay. I was
3
looking at
minutes,
a different
26
clock.
seconds. Don't call it short here early, Dylan.
Well, earlier the scoreboard
you
said
got somewhere to
zeros.
be? You need to be somewhere?
No, I do not.
Mitchell's running for his life, throws it, and did he get an interception? I think it was in bounds. Yeah, he got a foot in bounds. I think he got 2 feet in, as a matter of fact. But I mean,
He sure
that's a
did.
hard throw to make. Opposite side, he's running to his left. He's right-handed, so he has to turn his body all the way to the right to get the throw off. It was a one-on-one situation. I don't know. 2 years from now, Mitchell's going to be a different quarterback. He's going to be a better quarterback.
I agree with that.
He's learned a lot this year, and it's been a tough year, but they haven't quit, and they've put it out all on the field. And all you can really expect is maximum effort each and every play, and they've done that.
No doubt about it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it is disappointing because I know how much effort and work they put into this, but they're going to continue that. That's the Douglas Trojan way, and they're going to put a lot of work in this offseason. I'm excited to see what next year has in store for this football team. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left in this game. Dickson's going to have their 1st and 10 opportunity, and I think it's a false start on Dickson there. Yeah, it is, and that's going to back him up. And the Trojan defense, you got to pat yourself on the back. There's been several stops. They've created some turnovers. Special teams have played well. It's just on the off. You got to have all 3 phases of the game.
Exactly. There's been a lot of bright spots on this Douglas Trojans defense tonight.
And they blitzed from the outside, still on his feet, but he's going to be tackled for a loss.
Yeah, just like we just
Great
talked about.
pursuit. Great
Defense
pursuit.
has been playing really good tonight. The offense just couldn't really help them out. I love that linebacker, number 24, Karan Smith. He's been playing lights out tonight. He's still out there giving everything he has for his seniors. And they have a really young, talented squad. The off-season program is going to be very, very crucial for them going into next year.
Tristan Logan, who's I think played every defensive snap here tonight at nose tackle. He's only a freshman. He's gotten a lot of great experience here this year. They're going to run it right up the middle, not for very much.
I think there might have been a fumble. It looked like there was a ball on the ground, but Dickson's going to keep
We've got
possession.
an injured Trojan. He seems to be getting back up. He's just slow to get up. Now he's going to regather himself, and training staff almost ran out on the field. They're like, oh, he's okay.
Yeah, they were
He's
ready.
All right, so
They were ready.
minute 40. Stay tuned. We've got our Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue Player of the Game announcement here shortly. Of course, our friends over there at Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue, some of the best barbecue in the state of Oklahoma. They are absolutely delicious. There's one in Edmond off South Santa Fe and Edmond Road, and another location in Midwest City off Southeast 15th. Stop by Big O's Pork and Dreams Barbecue for lunch or dinner, And I promise you, Big O will make your barbecue dreams come true like they have for Dylan the past 2 or 3 years.
Oh, no doubt about it.
You live off Big O's
I'm
Pork
a
and
big
Dreams
fan
barbecue.
of the loaded baked potato.
No
It's
doubt.
Great stuff.
No doubt. And Dylan approved. Dylan approved. Langston, you got some? You got some Big O's Pork and Dreams barbecue too?
He said he's buying ours tomorrow.
All right. Very good.
I can't wait
Very
for lunch
good.
tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to that. It's on record. Langston, that's on. We're recording this broadcast.
We going to Edmond or Midwest City?
Thank you, guys. Yes. We'll go over in your area, Midwest City, and they're going to – is that a punt?
Yeah, Dickson punted the football because Douglas on the previous play came up with another big-time sack in the backfield.
All right, 30 seconds left in this game. I want to thank our producer, D. Wright, who's a dear friend of mine. He's part of the Morning Rush each and every morning, and he does so much for CBS Sports Radio 105.3, and we're definitely appreciative of everything he does. Of course, he'll be representing CBS Sports at the OSU game tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yes, he'll be there as a journalist, and
my fellow Packers fan, right?
Well,
love me some D. Wright.
No,
he's got a cheesehead. He showed me.
No, he's not. He's a Chicago Bears fanatic, and so I think he's going to be offended by what you just said. But we're going to let that go. We're going to let that go. Be nice, Dylan. Be nice. Let's see. 30 seconds left. 1st and 10 for the Douglas Trojans. Boy, what a way the end of the season would be for like a 60-yard touchdown here. What do you think?
I think that
Mitchell's
would be awesome.
going for it. Throws over the middle. Incomplete pass. That's going to stop the clock at 25. But, yeah, definitely thank D. Wright for all the work he's done, and we can't wait to see what happens in Bedlam tomorrow. Last Bedlam game.
Man, it's going to be
Bedlam
wild.
game for the near future.
I
You got a
know.
score prediction for me?
Okay, I'm going to just, take a random guess. I got the Pokes by 10.
Whoa, 2 by 10.
I got the Pokes by 10.
Wow, okay, all right, very good. You heard it first from Dylan Tribble. Wow, we're going to have to talk about that on the show on Monday. Ball is snapped. Ryland Mitchell throws deep to the right side and almost complete but incomplete. Went off the fingertips. 16 seconds left in this game. And let's go ahead and announce the Big O's Pork and Dreams barbecue player of the game, Dylan. Who you got tonight?
I got the running back for the Dickson Comets, number 5, Jalen Clark. He had a phenomenal night running the football, tons and tons of rushing yards, and he finished the night with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, well, that'll do it. That'll do it. That'll earn you player of the game honors. And, again, sponsored by Big O's Pork and Dreams, delicious barbecue in Edmond off South Santa Fe and Edmond Road, and in their Midwest City location off Southeast 15th. He's going to make your barbecue dreams come true. 12 seconds left, and it's going to be a 4th down situation here for the Douglas Trojans, down 28-0. But like I said, I think they've learned a lot. This year was a learning season. A lot of change, and it's hard to overcome when you have that much change in one season. So I expect them to really, hunker down and work really hard in the offseason, and I think they're going to become more and more comfortable in Coach Damon Turner's offense and be much better next year. They're going to have a lot of kids coming back, and we'll see what they can do next year. We will see. Ryland Mitchell going to run this 4th down play, throws, receiver slides, incomplete pass. That's going to be the end of the ball game. So that's the final whistle, and the Dickson Comets have won the game 28-0. I want to thank everybody that's tuned in to our Friday night football broadcast here tonight and this season, and big shout out to our title sponsors, SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep, and Guiding Right Incorporated. You've been a huge contributor to our broadcast, and we appreciate you very, very much. Also, State Farm agent Chuck Davis. Give him a call at 378-8008. Pollard Funeral Home. In your need, in your time of need, let the professionals at Pollard Funeral Home help you and your family. And also give our friends over at Super Prep a follow. They're the premier sports outlet for that features the very best in high school and college student athletes here in Oklahoma City, in the state, and the nation. Super Prep can be found on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and social media platforms everywhere as Super Prep OK. And Love Student of the Month, Geronimo's Bakery, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company also our sponsors for the Friday Night High School football broadcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Langston, our producer, thank you. D. Wright back at the studio. I'm going to thank myself, Jay Swick, and I'm going to pat myself on the back here.
Thank you, Jay. Hey, I got you,
okay,
bro.
Thank you very much.
Jay Swick.
Thank you.
My dog.
And I'm just going to give you a little pat there. Just one quick little pat.
Yeah, appreciate it.
For everything you do. Dylan Treble, look forward to basketball season coming up.
Can't wait.
And thank you very much for everybody that's tuned in. It's been Friday Night High School football here at Moses F. Miller, sponsored by SSM Health at St. Anthony, Super Prep and Guiding Right Incorporated, here on CBS Sports Radio, 105.3 FM, HD1, and streaming live on PPBC TV. Have a great night and a great weekend.